Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. On first down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Myles Garrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Right 90, right 20.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's a play fake. Now Vick rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action now, Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Monday.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
4 down, check.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Vick on second down. Buying time to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
White 90. White 90.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
White 20.
Off the play fake, Vick. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, Vick again, being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Thomas, 57 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Double. Hey, check. 3 down. So. Kill.
A second down throw for Vick. Steps away to his left. Caught left side, Williams. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Vick on 3rd and 2. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Nice 24.
Vick operating on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Orange.
We got three.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch 84. Watch 84. He's going. You ain't got nothing.
Nice 24. Sip.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Buying time to his left.
36.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Dancing to his left. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Vick out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Being chased out left. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
11.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 34.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the half. Vick forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, Vick. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Second down, Vick. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Randall busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Michael Vick, buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On is the punter, King, to send it away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And all the way down to the 42. It's a big run for AP. And even 50 yards on the ground. So a big run for AP, and when you look at the total package, everyone knows the level of player he's been in this league, but what really impresses you about Adrian Peterson?
I have to go back to the nickname his father gave him.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Vic. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Strahan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Vic readies to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Vic. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
White 90. White 90.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And an alley to run. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Got it. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he checks this one down to Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints, they'll have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Vic goes play action. Steps away. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Vic to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Eifert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Alpha.
Here's Vic. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Breeze is looking to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
Check 24. Hey, kill. Hey, check back 21. Hey, check.
Back to throw, Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait 90. Wait 20. Wait 20.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Single. You got to go base 52.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Lion. 300.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Quick.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 50. You got to go base 52. Wait 50.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
You got 3 down. Mike's 50.
Vic to throw. Buying time to his left. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you could hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yes! Ready! Yellow weighty!
This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready! You ready? 13. Ready, what's that?
To throw is Breeze. Dancing to his left. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here.
me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive.